Garlo Given.
I could seek help in Necrom, or... you there!
Yes.
Drab attire, sharpened blades, a dangerous glint in the eye. An adventurer, I take it?
Yep.
I could use someone with your particular skill set. Let's speak for a moment. I promise to make it worth your while.
What do you need help with?
The island of Gorn is home to a reclusive portal mage by the name of Draenus. His research could further my ascension within House Telvanni. I could use a skilled hand to aid me while I procure these findings.
And by procure, you mean steal.
Nonsense. Oh, there is something to be said about the sharing of knowledge and the marketplace of ideas, but that's neither here nor there. Let's just say there is a tidy sum to be earned by an adventurer who can handle a delicate task.
That could be delicate.
Wonderful. I had a good feeling about you. I prepared this boat to take us up to the island. We'll be a bit snug, but it'll do. And do be on guard. I have heard the island isn't the most welcoming of places.
What do you mean by the ascension within House Telvanni?
Of course. A few too many syllables, I suppose. How about rise instead? Imagine a ladder. As a Telvanni spellwright, I must prove my skill and expertise each time I wish to go up a proverbial rung. I hope to speed my climb.
And this mage's research is supposed to help with that?
At his peak, Draenus was a Telvanni master unmatched in portal magic. It's been ages since he's published any of his research, but he must still be tinkering away. I'm certain we can find a few pages lying about the island.
And how will this help you gain recognition?
Isn't it obvious? If I publish the findings in my own name, the finest minds on the peninsula will flock to me. Oh, they'll be eager to bask in the genius of Garlo Given, Portal Master. I can feel their adoration already.
And what happens when you don't have advice to give them, huh? Well, what can you tell me about the island?
Gorn belongs to House Inderil, as you'll see when we reach their sprawling estate. I've heard they formerly used the island to house the mentally unstable and magically insane, but I don't know whether it's still in use.
Didn't you research the estate before planning to steal research?
Steal is so vulgar. I much prefer
But accurate.
material sourcing. And I'll have you know I did plenty of research. For example, the going rate for capable mercenaries such as yourself. A tidy sum, well worth your time and effort.
Well, you don't seem very prepared.
You should know that you're talking yourself out of my memoir. Imagine the prestige you could gain in Telvanni lands for being the loyal and capable servant to an esteemed mage.
Uh-huh. Sounds a lot like you're going to pay me in clout.
Here we are, Gorn. Let's see if we can find Draenus. Perhaps my charm will make this easy. Why in oblivion is Gorn besieged by Daedra? Adventurer, we should find Draenus. Quickly.
Ah, another over-eager pupil seeking to profit from my efforts. Could I instead interest you in some fungal tea? No.
Garlo, what's going on?
It seems Draenus suspects my motives already. Why don't you speak with him? Sound him out, if you will.
All right, I'll do it. Goodness.
Visitors. Why, I was starting to get lonely. Two warring legions of Daedra make for poor company, you know. That worm behind you looks like one of the Givens by the curl of his lip. But you're a fresh face. What can I do for you?
You see, look undead. Garlo Given is interested in your research on pearl magic. He asked me to help him out.
Did he now? Well, most Telvanni try to steal from the best. But Gorallo erred in coming to Gorn. Don't you know the nursery rhyme? 2 bantam guas in an ailit's den, each came in 1 piece and left in 10. You'd better turn around now.
Are you willing to share your research with Garlo?
You're welcome to my notes. They're scattered around. If you want to round them up, look for a glow. A little spell to help in case I needed to find them again. And ever so pretty. But my new friends from the Shivering Isles might not like it.
Friends from the Shivering Isle? What do you mean?
My gift for teleportation magic is just that. A gift. From a Daedra of Sheogorath's realm named Strath. In exchange, I let him and a few legions of his friends come here to revel in the madness of the asylum's insane mages.
Okay, well, where exactly can you find the notes?
Oh, Strath's lieutenants likely have my notes. They enjoy the way my thoughts unravel on the page. Perhaps you will, too. But let me give you 2 words of advice. First, what Gorallo wants isn't worth the price. And second, flatulence.
Flatulence. Well, why the data here?
Not much of a listener, are you? Adorable. Gorn is an asylum for the mentally infirm, if you're a mortal. If you're a Daedra sworn to the Prince of Madness, it's a buffet. An opulent feast ripe for the taking.
So they're feasting on the madness?
Feasting, bathing, however you like to think of it. But yes, they slake their appetites with the inmates here. And me, too. Strath saw to that. Not all of them have the best table manners, of course. They're feuding with one another.
Oh. What do you mean, feuding?
You know how it is with eternal beings. He stole my prisoner. She gutted my vassal. He's an embodiment of my sovereign's mania. She's an avatar for Sheogorath's dementia. And then the blades come out. Rather tiresome, I must admit.
So you mentioned Strath. Who's that?
My patron. The little finger of the right hand of Sheogorath, the Prince of Madness himself. All my facility with teleportation magic I owe to Strath. He taught me how to break my brain in all the right ways.
So Strath is the source of your power, huh?
Oh no. The research I did in teleportation was all my own. He only set me on the right path, gave me a little trinket to help light the way. But I shouldn't go on about Strath's secrets. If you wish to know more, just read my notes.
Where can you find your notes? You're just on.
Oh, Strath's lieutenants likely have mine.
Yep.
Good luck, by which I mean I hope your deaths are painless. Mostly.
Mostly. Carlo, did you hear that?
Draenus wasn't quite what I'd imagined. He didn't even seem the slightest bit bothered by the veritable Daedric war going on behind him. Regardless, we're here for research, not feuding Daedra. The sooner we find it, the better.
What did you expect?
A great mage, perhaps even a Telvanni master. Though if you go too long without proving your magical prowess, people start to question whether you still deserve the title. And Draenus has spent a very long time here on Gorn.
Yep. Well, it seems like you aren't the first one to come here looking for this research.
Perhaps not the first to look, but I intend to be the first to succeed. Once we have that research, we can leave Draenus to his fungal teas. Search the perimeter of the estate. I'll head for the manor house in the middle. We'll meet there.
Well, I'll get looking. I'm gonna get detected so easily. What the fuck? Bombardment.
I hope I helped.
What was that? That was 13k. I have 24k life. Like, what? Was it this one? Hi. I secured lodging at House Interdole Estate in the island of Gorn, and while the island is already houses the asylum for the maddened wizards, the masters of the house have assured me that complete and total privacy to conduct my research. The irony is not lost on me, but I hope that this will be a change of the pace from what I needed. It pains me to admit that I have struggled to follow the discoveries of my youth. I made quite a name of myself as a young portal mage on the forefront of magical research, but now, nevertheless, I feel that a breakthrough is on the horizon. Already I have reshaped the manor's rotunda into a magical focus. By placing arcane foci around the room, I successfully created a conduit for the island's center. From here, I should be able to delve deeper into the portal magic research that I've had before, and with some luck, I'll finally be able to show up and show up the young Drennis, whose shadows still find under me. I find myself under. Ugh. Words. Talk. Really.
Big mistake.
I constantly found.
Break free.
Okay, good.
Nicely done.
No chests. Francis notes entry 208 or 028. My dear benefactor saw fit to liven up the Gorn with a cadre of Daedra, and I dare say he was right to do so. I didn't realize how boring it was being tucked away all this time by thumbing through the dusty old books. What are refractions this? Dynamic planes walking that boring. I can't imagine what House of Interdrill would think if they saw the manor and the state it's in, but it's not my problem. I'm too busy chatting with my good friend Primsy. Prism? Well, I'll have to remember to ask the dear thing what its name is. Seems like only yesterday that we first shared a pot of tea. Hi. Seems like only yesterday we shared a pot of tea, and then since then, well, I've not only had one to brag, but I dare say I magnify my abilities tenfold. I feel the portal I can portal myself around the island with the flick of my wrist without even breaking a sweat. With every summit crested, I find myself at the base of yet another breakthrough. I may have to come here in hopes of publishing, but now I can't imagine revealing my precious prism to all these stuffed mages. All the secrets will be mine. Hi, what are you doing here? Let them deal with that. Thank you.
The chaos is just a new beginning.
Nope, I hear. We're here. Yep. And if I'm right, I need to go down through here and around. Yep. We're good.
This is gonna be fun.
Hmm? Uh-oh. Somebody played a little bit too much trumpet. We can sneak on by here. Up top there. You know what? Let's deal with this guy.
Confused? You should be.
There we go, dealt with. We get any eruptions on this note next?
Did I miss anything good?
It's just a bit of a fight. There's his notes entering 07. I wish to put a name on this paper, no matter the size of his gift. To include his name in any of my research would condemn the entirety of the ramblings of a madman, but still. The prism is confounding as it is beautiful. My benefactor calls the prism of Bombund sapience. I found no record of it in my personal libraries, and thus so far, inquiries of the libraries of Necrom have been fruitless, though I dare not press the subject too firmly. In trying to deter its structure, I lifted the prism toward the light of the sun. It was then that I saw its true beauty. The prism acts as a filter, a lens through which I can cut away the mundane and recognize and reveal the unknown, the viscera and the sinew of the magics that hold our plane together. I believe it's just a fraction of what the prism offers, but first, tea. I could go for a nice cup of honeyberry tea, or ooh, punkermint. And various notes, it seems. Go meet Garlo.
Ah, there you are.
Hi.
Please tell me your search was successful, adventurer. I hope you found everything I'm looking for. The sooner I can leave this place behind, the better.
Here, I found your pages around the island.
Excellent. Let's take a look. This can't be right. It's little more than a personal journal. There's barely anything worth publishing. And what's this about a prism? Oh, how interesting. I've got an idea, adventurer.
What are you thinking?
Draenus writes that he turned the manor's rotunda into a magical conduit. That would make this room the center of his work with portals. Yet there's no sign of this prism. If he hid it, then it must be important.
Where do you think you hid the prism?
If I were a master of teleportation, I'd hide my secrets in a place only I could reach. That's it! The magical foci on the balcony above us. If we activate them, we may open a portal to Draenus' little hiding place. Oh, I'm a genius!
All right, tell me what to do.
Activate the foci above us while I conjure a portal. With any luck, we'll reveal all of Draenus' little secrets. Take note, adventurer. It takes an extremely skilled mage to effectively wield. Yes, I can feel the flow of magicka. Keep going. We've almost got it. Quickly, the last focus is down here. I can't hold on much longer.
What? How did you manage this? It seems I underestimated you. But I won't allow you to take the prism. I won't.
What?
Don't let him get away. Follow him. I just need to catch my breath. Meet me at the docks once you have his prism.
You okay?
Don't dawdle. Who knows how many Daedra we'll have to deal with if Draenus gets his hands on that prism again. After him, now. That's an order.
We have to kill him. Can't get around. All right.
You've come far enough. Time to put an end to this. It's past your bedtime.
Into Draenus' study. Huh.
I've been found. Against all odds and protections. Come, we should talk.
Yeah, I'll talk to you first. Let's see what you got to say.
It seems you've succeeded where all my previous visitors failed. Most of them fled at the sight of the Daedra, but not you. That's impressive.
You seem different.
I do? Well, we mustn't waste the opportunity. I beg you, don't give the prism to your mage associate. It warps you, twists you until you can understand what it shows you. I thought it a gift from Sheogorath, but what it revealed...
What did it show you?
It showed me the sinews of the plains, the strings of magic threading together all existence. Oh, it showed me how to open portals to any corner of reality. But it brought me never-ending unease, maddening curiosity.
Can't you just rid yourself of the prism?
I thought I could set it aside whenever I wanted, but the damage is done. I can't return to the way I was before, even if I wanted to. There's not much of me left. Goralo Given may be a fool, but he doesn't deserve this. Warn him, please.
Look at this. Entry 001. I've secured lodging at House Interdul Estate and House Gorn, and... Oh wait, this is... Okay, this is entry 01, entry 004. It's been weeks and I have nothing to show for it. Blast it all. It doesn't help that I keep returning to publication in my youth and lose entire evenings in drunken arguments with the confident Drennis that I find in these pages. Confidence I wish I still had. I've since turned the rotunda to explore beyond our plane. World magics between the planes is still very much in infancy. If I can make the discovery in the field, that will surely pave the way for the centuries of academic leisure. 05. It seems that someone has taken notice of my magical prodding. This morning I woke to find a note in the rotunda. It simply read, "Care for some tea." 06. I was visited by the Prince of Madness himself. I can still hear his laugh. How he mocked at my strain and research efforts. I was ready to push him back through his own portal when he offered me something. A gift. A prism. Okay, this is refusing to put his name to paper. Yada yada yada. 010. Already the prism has dwarfed the discoveries I made in my youth. My understanding of the planes, the relationships to each other, and how they bend and flow the magic. I'm disgusted by it all. To know that I have only come to an understanding with this guidance of a madman, it feels as though I've been cheated. It feels as though I've cheated. I haven't earned this knowledge, and yet I desperately want to continue. Even as I write this, even as I write, I find my hand still jerked into the prism. A pretty little thing. 16. I can still hear his laughter, like a song stuck in my head. I hum it as I fall asleep. I walked today along the shores of Gorn. Well, walked isn't quite the world. I portaled myself along it. I came to enjoy the sunset, but I've found its colors duller than I remembered. I sat... Thanks for following, Samurai. I poured my... sorry. I came to enjoy the sunset, but I find the colors duller than I remembered. Sad thing. Muddy orange and dull brown. But still, I stood there and watched. Watched as the colors faded with the light. 24. Seems the prism has clouded my eyes. I have not considered the way it might affect the light and it distorts. And to think that I spent this long shining its rays directly into my eyes. Perhaps it's just another beauty of the world that's trying to reveal to me. Just one more look. 28. My dear benefactor saw fit to liven up Gorn with the cadre of Daedra, and I dare say that he was right to do so. Yeah, we already read that. Prism of a moribund sapience. A conspicuous prism of undetermined value. A sinister energy moves within the prism in an amorphous manner.
What you had there is incredible, but damned. It corrupted me. It'll do the same to that given mage you're helping. Remember, warn Goralo Given about the prism. About the... Oh, who might you be? Ah, my assistant, of course. Come, let us explore the folds of time. Nothing but wonder awaits you.
Yep, quite insane. All right, time to get out of here. I don't know if there's a quick way out of here, but we'll try. Okay, we're in combat for some reason. There we go. What? For some reason, I keep on getting pulled in and out of combat here.
Oh yeah, that felt good.
Over here, adventurer. Let's chat.
Carlo.
Well, where did that fool's portal take you? Did you recover that prism Draenus wrote about? Or at least some more of his research? I'd hate to leave this smoldering heap empty-handed.
Here, found some more research.
Remarkable. Even at a glance, I can see these are more comprehensive than the scribbles you found strewn about the island. Oh, it's a pity Draenus became so confused.
Insane.
There's a shadow of his genius in these pages. What of the prism?
I have it.
Oh my, I hadn't dared to hope, but it seems this prism is a Daedric artifact, and a powerful one at that. This prism could accelerate my studies beyond imagining. Oh, I can't imagine Draenus was happy about parting with it.
I wanted to warn you, or I can lie and tell him he wanted you to have the prism. Let's just be honest with him. He warns you the prison corrupts you, yada yada yada.
Corrupts its owner? Oh, was this the cause of Draenus's deterioration?
Yep.
I suppose his research notes alone would serve for publication. It might be rash to expose a mind as important as mine to the prism's affliction.
So what are you gonna do with it then?
I've spent years hoping for the chance to study an artifact such as this. Now, I'm not so sure. I certainly can't leave the prism here. Someone else might claim it, and my place in House Telvanni. So perhaps I lock it away, or destroy it?
Might be a good idea. Yeah.
On further consideration, I find Draenus's notes are more than enough. Even his margin scribbles have valuable insights about portal creation and transplanar travel. Here, your payment. And I'll even mention your name in a footnote.
Even let me keep the prism. Wonderful. A replica of the cursed Daedric relic that once gifted a powerful portal mage Draenus by an envoy of Shargorath. Though it's a facsimile, some say that it has some of the same insanity-inducing properties as the original.
The journey towards my ascension was made a little easier today. Despite the hordes of Daedra and the smell of burning fungus, I'd say this went remarkably well.
Well, what will you do now?
Interested, are we? Of course you are. No one can spend an hour in my company and come away without an appreciation for my intellect. Well, I'm awash with brilliant ideas.
Well, was the research helpful?
It may have pointed me in the right direction. I hope to present my findings to representatives of House Telvanni back in Necrom. They'll be eating out of my hands. I'll have to choose between all the offers and titles.
Well, are you able to reproduce Drennis' results then?
If they ask, I'll simply say, but of course, my magister. If that old loon got results, then so can I. Soon enough, you'll hear my name from lips of strangers. I'll be remembered every time a portal is opened. Tempting though it may be to keep it, I suppose I should just toss this wretched prism into the
What the? Oh!
Uh-oh.
That treasure is not to be wasted on a mortal like you.
Just knocked him out. Well, he's still living. Take a look at this memento. Is that all? Maybe it changes. Nope. Nope. All as well as ends well and gets a Daedra back their artifact.